got clothes, it ain't no surprise, it ain't no shame. Anyways, today I'm gonna try to slick back my foresty hair.
Young money in the cut like a shank doll. Tell tip rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my ass like a that's my way. Do it like that and I repeat.
It has been blown up because I washed it. Okay, comb. China jam, a scarf. Sadly, because I just washed my hair, but I'm gonna do it regardless. Got to be. I think that's all I need. What is that? Oh, that's oil. Look at that shine. Look at that shine. Anyways, I haven't really been too serious about slicking down my hair before. Also, I don't really want to do this style because I'm in quarantine. Nobody's gonna see it except for pictures. 2, I want to do protective styles, not styles where my hair is like gelled down with product and I just wash my hair, you know, so like, oh my god, I just want to see how good I can get my hair slicked all the way down. I'll be back when my hair is out. Yeah, I can't find my brush. My brush. Oh, did somebody call for an African goddess? Let me just steal a brush. This is slick down here. Okay, so I don't have a brush. Thank you. So where to start? Okay, so I'm gonna do a round pat. Okay, so I have that one section done. Is this gonna slip?
I hope so.
Okay. I'm scared. Okay, let me go like, girl, this is gonna be a rough journey. I hope it works out in the end. Okay, I think bantu knotting it helps because it's gonna like stretch it. Okay, listen to me giving tips. One thing you're not gonna want to do is do like chunky sections because the motive is to do sections like this, horizontal, so that it could slick, you know, because if you do chunky sections, it's just gonna be the same level of thickness. Like this is a good set, it's all the way across, and it feel like it could go down. Yes, period. Girl, now when I get hair, it's gonna be going this way. You're not gonna see the parts anyway, so you don't have to come with a comb. You don't have to pat it with a comb. Don't ask me how I have a YouTube channel because I'm not good at speaking. I'm a little introverted, I get a little shy. It's my little space to have fun, so I'm gonna do it regardless. That's what I do. What I do. See me in person, I'm flawless. I'ma just snatch a big crew. You're gonna be the final boss. I'ma just twist you down. So I know I can get my hair all back in one, but the question is, could I make it look sleek? Also, I know I should be trimming my ends, but I'm not really sure about that whole trimming hair thing on natural hair. As in, I understand that it's supposed to be done, but for my hair, I don't know how to see split ends. I've been told that when you plait it and then it gives you like a all of that is to cut off. But I'm still not that sure. Honestly, up until a few years ago, I didn't even know our hair type gets split ends. I used to think it was a white people thing. So shine and jam, it builds up, but it doesn't, like, after a while it just melts, so it just goes into it, like, you know, moisturizing, helping. That's why it's a conditioning gel. It's not like a hard knock on your head stiff gel. This, on the other hand, I mean, if people use this to stick down whole lace fronts, you know, so it's gonna build up on my hair, so I'm gonna try not to do too much. I'm gonna do it from a distance. I am because I just washed my hair and I know if I did this, it's just gonna girl.
Moment of silence. Moment going. Next.
Y'all know Shine and Jam does that thing, like, okay, you could see it there, right? If you knock it the opposite way, it would fall down to the side that you're not, like, look at that. Boom. Look at that. Boom. It's not that slick. It could do better. Now I'm gonna got to be it. Girl. Why is it spraying like that? It's like, why spraying upwards? Did I break it? Anyways, let's do this second layer right here. Look at that. Look at that. What's that? What's that? What's that? That is bald, and that's what we want. I can't get a pony ring out. That's another thing that I never used to say. I never used to say pony ring. Pony ring was such an Americanized term to me. To me, it's a scrunchie or a pom-pom. After a while, watching YouTube videos of people doing hair tutorials and stuff, you start to pick up the term. Is that like slick? But my hair's so thick though. It's short, but it is thick. And honestly, I don't have any tips towards that. I honestly just think it's genetics. I never really had thin hair. Oh, I lied. Funny story, when I was born, mommy said as I was growing up, I didn't have hair like hair. And hair, it was like a mohawk. My edges are super delicate because of that. They actually grew back. Well, there was a time when I went to this hairdresser, never going back there again. She did my braids so tight and she did an entire braid for like my edges alone. Oh my god. And girl, that braid fell out and so did my edges. It's not funny. It's not funny. But the whole thing fell out, so I had like a patch of edges hair. And so because of that, I stopped wearing puffs. I was just doing my hair in the front alone. And this was when I was in secondary school. So one day I decided, you know what? I know I have this bald patch in the front of my head. Whatever, I think I deserve to wear my hair because it's my hair and I want to wear a puff today. So I, with my bright self, went to school with a puff. And everything went smooth, perfect until the end of the day. And then some random girl called out to me and she was like, girl, don't wear your hair like that again. And
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
It's like I knew. You didn't have to say it to me, we're not even friends. It's always been a thing for people to make comments without knowing the story. That's all I have to say on that. There's so many more stories. That was actually one of the softest of all of the stories I have. It takes a while to build your fussy hair confidence. Growing up, watching Hannah Montana and that being like my favorite show ever. I know it's already been talked about. They say we complain too much, whatever. We already know that there wasn't much representation back then. They're trying to fix it, blah, 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 blah. But basically, growing up watching Hannah Montana, all the girls in my class in primary school, we like idolized Hannah and her friends. So, like, whoever had the most Hannah Montana lunch kits, Hannah Montana keyring, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So, of course, you want to be like Miley Cyrus. When I was at that age, probably about 5, 7 years old, I used to dream. I used to pray to God. I was like, please, I would do anything. Just let me wake up tomorrow with some long, straight, blonde hair. Please, I want to stunt on the girls in school. And I really hope that was just a my generation thing, that we wanted this long, straight, blonde hair. And we wanted it to be as a thing to stunt on the girls. Because, I mean, I would have looked like Hannah. I would have looked like Miley. I would have walked up in school with my long, blonde hair. And all the girls would have been shit. I hope it's just a my generation thing. I know that they're changing the images of people on TV, that it's better. Like Riel Downs and Henry Danger, girl, you played a big part because she was like knocking them natural hairstyles every week of every Henry Danger episode. So like, girl, thank you so much. I hope that the kids be like, oh, I want my hair to be like Riel's. I want to show my curl pattern, stuff like that. But I know it's already been talked about, but that was just my personal experience. But yeah, I've come a long way because I really am in love with my hair now. Even when I was quote unquote bullied for my hair back then, it's not like I hated my hair. I grew up in a primarily black community. Like 90% of the kids in my class were black. Most of them had hair like this. That was in primary school. Of course, I wanted to look like Hannah Montana with my long blonde hair. But I really and truly, after I grew, probably like after 8 years old, I never really wanted to change my hair. I love my hair and there was no reason for me to want to change. Although straightening of hair was pretty popular. I remember one time I begged mommy to straighten my hair and she was like, no. And I thank God for the day and the time that she said no, because honestly I don't want straight hair now. Now it's just like I'm so obsessed with my hair. I want to do all these different styles. I want to do these treatments. I want to let it grow. I want to let it flourish. I want to, you know, I want to give it to them, period. I guess although we all had certain types of hair, my hair has always been super dry, and at a young age I didn't know how to take care of it. And then when I went to secondary school, if you're familiar with the American school system and you're not really familiar with the Caribbean or British school system, secondary school is like, yeah, grade 8 to 6. Right, why I used to get teeth in my hair, although we all had like similar, you know, still is very dry. Like no matter how much, you see this? You see that juicy? You know how much moisture I put into my hair? But that's just my hair type and I'm okay with that now 100%. Like it just appears dry. What I want to talk about is this one time this girl, let me just slick down this piece. I have never been insecure about my hair or wanted somebody else's hair. So when this happened, it really ticked me off. In Form 2, like for the entire Form 2, I was stuck in a class with this girl. She was like attention, clout seeking, and tried extremely hard to be the class clown, but the class clown was somebody else because they were hilarious. This girl was just mean for no reason. She would just pick on whoever to make little jokes to make the whole class laugh. Like if it was just me and her standing up in a hallway, she couldn't say nothing to me. She wouldn't like throw the joke. She used to make it her business to throw a joke at me every single day. Before I get to the natural hair jokes, I can't even recall what they were, but it was just around my natural hair. But before I get to that, let me tell y'all one serious joke that really was like, it really had me for one. Got to be. We were doing general science and we were learning about the different gases. I can't remember the exact gas that we were discussing, but if you something would happen that would cause some like simple things, some reaction that could cause the gas to blow up very easily. And it was like some gas that you put in. I can't explain it. I took the opportunity and I was like, oh, that actually happened to my family because this one time we had this vehicle. It was a red vehicle. I remember it so well. And we were coming back from the beach. We were parking and then he was like, y'all, it smells smoke. And then we saw smoke coming up from the hood. And minutes after we came out of the vehicle blew up in flames. But I lost my favorite swimsuit in the vehicle. It was a Winnie the Pooh swimsuit. I remember it to this day because it was one of my favorite swimsuits. Not the point. I told that story in class about how the vehicle blew up, and then her comment was, you should have stayed in there. You should have stayed in the vehicle. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a sociopath, but I don't know how to react to certain things until somebody else gives me a reaction like, girl, she really said that to you, you should take it to the principal, yada yada yada. Anyways, that was, I think, the first beginning with the girl. I think I've developed a smart mouth over the years, but especially in my home, probably towards my sister or something, but towards like people in that environment, like I'm introverted. I'm not gonna speak to you. I never really had any quickie, witty comebacks to give her, especially in front of the whole class, you know. It became a thing about my hair. This one time we had to go to the IT lab for IT. She sat next to me. Wait, let me slick these down before I talk about that. She was talking a lot during class and the teacher was teaching, and I was like, ooh, it was like a fire built up in me.
You know what? I'm about to say it. Okay.
Really quickly, I just turned around and I was like, name, shut up.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
And that was the only time I ever come at this girl. This one time I just decided to tell her to shut up. Shut up was like the lamest comeback you could even, the lamest like this anything, but I was just like, girl, you talking too much, shut up. She was like, shame, she ain't saying nothing. Lo and behold, her not saying anything didn't really mean anything. But here's where it comes back to the hair, because of course I was talking about hair. Her grown mother always backs up for her. I don't know what the reason is, but she tried the wrong family this time. Apparently she goes to her mother and tell her mother that I told her to shut up. Despite the many things that she's told me about my hair and who I am, this one time I told her to shut up. And she went to her mother crying. So her mother took it upon herself to make it an adult thing. And her mother called my father.
Wait a minute.
My mother. My father hung up on her. She called back and she called numerous times. And she was like, your daughter has been troubling my child. I literally only told her to shut up once. And she was like, your daughter, she's jealous of my child's long hair.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. Cause
that was the audacity, because she felt like her hair was different because she had naturally long hair, which is like, I was gonna throw hands. Get out! Get out! She had naturally long hair, which isn't a normal thing in my like school and whatever. So she felt that because she had that long hair meant everybody was jealous of her long hair. Girl, no. So because my hair was short, she naturally thought, okay, I told her to shut up just because she has long hair and I'm jealous of her long hair. Girl! Anyways, that's the end of that story. Basically, it's not that like I'm upset about it, because over the years, the girl, she has spoken to me a few times. Obviously, after we moved out of that class, she had no more reason to be using me as her little guinea pig to get her little laughs in class. have it like it's cool, just kids being kids. Hey girl, what's up? No, your mother called my house. Disturb the peace in my household after something that happened in school because I told you to shut up. Anyways, I've forgiven her because I listen to God and he said you must forgive and forget. So in terms of the forget, like if she meet me somewhere in the road and tell me hi, you know, I would tell her hi. Like it doesn't really, but this story doesn't bother me at all, but I would still share it because it was a part of who I was in secondary school. And it's one of the things that I went through with my hair. I still never had a problem with my hair. I cannot think back to one day when I was like, man, I just wish my hair would be different. Never. I mean, it's my hair and it's natural and it's naturally dry. I'm sure I do moisturize and stuff, but like, it's a thing. I'm sorry. It just takes some time of understanding how your hair is and what products works for it. Okay, so I have the crown of my head to do. Is it slick? Is it even slick? Girl. Yeah. Slick and stay. Slick and stay. And oh, I got another story. In college, after secondary school, high school, I had no problems. My hair was styling fine. You know, my hair was doing its thing. Some of my best years were in college, but one of the girls who was in my class in Form 2. One day we were chilling. There was this area called the Back Steps. We had a group chat and everything, you know, gang. Okay, that was cringy, but you know, gang, regardless. We used to chill behind there. She wasn't really a part of the Back Steps, but she would hang around there sometimes. So we were just chilling, talking normal. And sometimes when you talk about something really interesting, the whole group picks you up and it becomes a group conversation. Or sometimes, you know how that kind of stage in life is. It's like your friends, but they're not your friends, but they're your friends. You know, I don't know what she think was gonna happen, but she was randomly like, Aliyah, remember when your hair used to be blah 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 in high school? And nobody even, I heard her, I didn't react, but they just continued with the conversation. And I kind of felt bad for her because I was like, girl, the past is in the past. And you're trying to be funny about it and nobody here even knows what you're talking about because they're all from different schools, not from the school that I was. So nobody there was even, could even give her a second look. Nobody was that interested in that conversation. I kind of felt bad for her. I think I made eye contact with her. I just watched her and then she watched me and like I just joined the other conversation. She started talking to me after that, but it's like, why are you talking to me and you just try to make a whole joke about me in front of a group of people? But she just started to act like everything was normal. And that's the thing about bullies or people like that. People who always like to use other people as pawns in a group like that. They would throw their jokes on that one person, say whatever, and then after the group disperses and everything, you want to go to that person to like make yourself feel like a better person for what you said, because in the end you could still talk to them. No, don't come talk to me. I know there's other people who can probably relate with other things in your life. It might not have been your hair, it might have been something else, but when you have a standing out feature, that's just how kids are. Like, they just, you know, use anybody as a joke to get out in the friend group. And that's why you find your true friends and you stick to them, because your true friends will never use you as a joke just to fit in with a group. Why does it look like that? But yeah, when that girl mother called my house, I found her real trifling. I was like, the audacity, what is really going on? Like, the bully made the victim the bully. That's a mess. A whole mess. I was really shocked. Is that slick? Did I do it? Did I do it? And the hair that I have is yaki hair. Back to the hair. Ooh. I'm out of phone storage, so I'm gonna split down everything except this last part, and I'll come back to you guys for this part. And yeah, I was saying I'm gonna use yaki hair, so even if you can see my natural hair texture, it will match the braid still. So okay, this is how we're looking so far. This video was actually supposed to be super short. I didn't expect it to get this long. I've reached the point where my hair isn't actually going in the scrunchie. I'm gonna raise the pony just a little bit just so that the hair could reach. The hair in this for sure probably will not reach. How bad is the white? Because it looks really bad on camera. Oh my gosh. This gotta lay flat. Oh, no, you ain't like them bitches. Wait, don't move it. Because I don't. I swear we've been here before. Yes, sir! And I'm gonna try to do something with the edges. And then I'm gonna tie everything down. And I'm gonna make the ponytail. For my ponytail, I watched a ponytail tutorial a few weeks ago, I think. It's by Cassidy Jenner. I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. I just said it from memory. And I'm pretty sure that's why I read Cassidy Jenner. But anyways, if you want to see her video, I'll link it in the description. The ponytail tutorial. Just remind me in the comments if you don't see it in the description, because sometimes I do forget it. I do be forgetting. You guys, imagine if I did a ponytail. I've never had a straight. And then we're gonna do a reveal. So it quickly became a 2-person job. This is the finished braid. You can see why I added the hair on the front here. You know, just a picture's sake. I'm in quarantine regardless. Time for the reveal. Let me calm down first. As soon as I show you guys, I need you to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being the slickest. And leave the rating in the comments below. Oh, this is how the back. I had to add 2 pins. It gets puffy. I'm scared. I don't know, bro. I'm scared. I'm scared that this is just gonna pop up in like 2 seconds. That was fun, but it's got to go. I'm mad because I just washed my hair. Slip back. No, slip back. That's what I said. Slip back. No, nigga, I'm a pimp. Name, slip back. R.I.P. to my hair, what it used to be. That blowout is over. That blowout is. I'm gonna get algae.
Somewhere on a desktop leaves the zip file mixtape of the next Pac kid.